Alright guys, so today I'm going to be bondoing up this body line. I've already started over there on that one, on the driver's side, but I finally got this fender to fit halfway decent. I fucked up my wires up under here, so I had to resolder them and tape them up because up under here I was angle grinding this little metal piece in here. You probably can't see, but either way, I was angle grinding up in here and I cut some wires up here, so I had to pull all that shit out. Wasted like a day of my time, but either way, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to try to bondo this up and make it look really good. It's actually pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bondo and I'm going to bondo this whole line, because you can see that there's a gap right here where the hood is higher up here, and then over here it's lower. So I'm going to make it all look nice and even, and we're going to shrink this gap a little bit too. But I'm going to do it by just bondoing over everything and then smoothing everything out, and then I'll make my own line here eventually. So I'm going to get started with that, and you guys can watch along. We're talking in this thing is hard. I can speed up the video. Oh, my careless ass.
Yeah. Got the keys, yeah, they be saying that they love me, whatever that shit mean. Wanna see y'all eat, but you ain't ballin' on my team. I gotta focus for the fake, cause I could never trust a thing. I'm probably switching up my number, you gon' never get a ring. And I'm really just something different, something you ain't never seen. Really just pay attention, shit be switching in the blink. And I'm picking out all the instances that shit was on the scene. Had to give me a minute, I'm making the time for me. Like how you finna grind and be the man you tryna be. If they...
Hey guys, update on the body work. We're getting pretty close on this side. This side's dang near done as well. As you can see, our body line just looks fucking 10 times better. I've still got some sanding work to do here and there to make everything nice and smooth. There's still a tiny bit of gappage here, but I don't know if I want to continue to try and add bondo here or not. I might just leave it the way it is because I think it's looking pretty good the way it is. But yeah, I'll end up sanding this down some more and then getting the other side to match up pretty good as well. And then we'll move on to the door panels. So, I've got this pretty well finished off. I still have to add probably 2 or 3 layers of bondo here. And then continue to sand. And then I'm going to hit this here. This headlight, it doesn't fit completely correct, so I've taped it up here. What I'm going to do here in a sec is I'm going to take, and I've sanded this down, I'm going to take with my fingers and I'm going to throw as much bondo as I can put in here. And then what I'll do is I'll take and I'll push this headlight, because I pushed it back out, like this way, pushed it out. And then whenever I get the bondo in here, I'm just going to pull this and push it back in to help it form. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try it. It never hurts to try. I did want to say, if you're doing body work, this is pretty much everything you'll need. You'll need a tray. I've taken, because bondo will build up on here, so you have to sand it down every once in a while. I've already sanded it down. You'll need a grabber, because I'm using a big scoop right now to mix, because I'm doing large areas. You'll need your bondo, of course, your hardener to mix into your bondo, and then sanding pads. Here I've got 100 grit. This is 80 grit for whenever you have a bunch of bondo like on there thick like this. You want to sand it down to get everything the same height. Then you move up to your 100 grit to kind of shape everything, and then move up to some 220 grit right here to get everything nice and smooth, ready for primer. Then once you have primer on there, you want to go to a 400 grit, and you need to hand sand at that point. For everything else, you can use a DA sander.
They always gonna block your shine when it come your time to eat. Young prodigy, in the spot I ought to be. Done sacked so much bread, I just hope that my family's proud of me. These people steady hounding me and negative surrounding me. They even try to drown me. Had to check they boundaries, cause they know that I'm bound to be the best my town has ever seen. I told you my time coming, yeah, you just gotta stay down with me. They saying that they love me, whatever that shit mean. Wanna see y'all eat, but you ain't ballin' on my team. I gotta focus for the fake, cause I could never trust a thing. I'm probably switching up my number, you gon' never get a ring. She be saying that she love me, whatever that shit mean. Wanna see y'all eat, but you ain't ballin' on my team. I gotta focus for the fake, cause I could never trust a thing. I'm probably switching up my number, you gon' never get a ring. No, I ain't calling back, and I ain't searching for no love, I need a taller sack. Just put the money in the bag, cause I need all of that. You try to take me for a goofy, and you know I'm falling back. I hit up Chris and Tez, they gon' get on the track and spaz out. Always coming first, they try to put me in the back now. Yeah, back in school my grades is good, but always been a class clown. And all these hoes, they wanna fuck, look at me and can't laugh now. I been doing numbers, getting money in my bag now. They wanna be my honey, they so funny, getting passed round. Back then I probably do it, I was stupid, but I passed now. Busy making music, I'm into it, I'm a cash cow. Never run from a situation I face and never back down. X all on my line like niggas, so you a dad now. I meant to hit your phone, but lately I just been stressed out. Lot of shit been going on and I'm knowing that you feel left out. Now that ain't my kid, so I'm hopping up out the nest now. Been looking for a way out, tryna find the best route. When I drop some music, they be saying he the best out. I'm feeling like the best now, jokers out of the deck now. Really tryna stay humble, but I'm coming for they neck now. Ain't shooting from the neck down, moving to the next town. They girl gon' love me too, and she probably gon' get me neck down. Love my voice, I got the best sound. Dog, then I'm the best sound. Mistake me for a rookie, little bitch, know that I'm a vet now. Talk shit and you get checked out, bagged up and stretched out. I can't say no ho, it ain't no S up on my chest now. I just make these flows and write these clothes, so watch me step out.
Trail snap.
I just told me it's fuck you for smoking me. I don't believe them lies it's told to me. It's fuck you if you spoke on me. Been going through these battles, I think I've been trying to soldier me. Can't let no one get close to me. The negative expose my peace, and this ain't how I'm supposed to be. I just be trying to go to sleep. These demons got a hold on me, hoping that I go with ease. But if you take me now, then I pray the Lord my soul to keep tossing all they loads to me. This way making my shoulders weak. Be giving all my love, feel like my love is never showed to me. What you heard supposedly, don't speak about shit openly, cause fuck you, I ain't knowing me. I think that I'm the golden piece. Been told you that I got you, that's indefinite and totally. I'm all about my lonely, ain't need no one to roll with me. So when I take this overseas, be glad I did it globally. Only trust my day ones, don't need no one approaching me. Heart so cold it's close to free, she say she like my poetry. Beauty in the struggle, baby, you should get to know the beast. I say you should get to know the beast. Beauty in the struggle, baby, you should get to know the beast. I say you should get to know the beast. When I say the beast, I mean that you should get to know. I don't believe them lies it's told to me. It's fuck you if you spoke on me. Been going through these battles, I think I've been trying to soldier me. Can't let no one get close to me. The negative expose my peace, and this ain't how I'm supposed to be. These demons got a hold on me.
For player, don't take me for player. Don't take me for player. Don't take me for player. See now and see later. Don't take me for player. Don't take me for player. Don't take me for player.
Damn, I don't wanna be a player. I just want you to whine so on me like a Jamaican. All these bitches want me now, got me feeling like I made it. Boy, I been on my grind like a young nigga been skating. And I'm the man, what's so hard to understand? Had to get this on my own, ain't no holding out my hand. When you up there, all of a sudden it's your motherfucking friend. But I do it for the fam and not the fans. Said I do it for the grain and not the gram. I'm tryna throw 100 out the lamb. And this one for my twin, shout out to my brother Cam. Yeah, they try to take a stand, but these niggas ain't got a chance. When you say my name, you know exactly who I am. They finna hate on me now, man, it ain't nothing new. Just do my thing when I get in the stool. I'm a lyrical genius, it's Tylenol in the booth. I'm chasing after the bread, I'm tryna stack to the roof. Save money or I invest, or I spend that shit on the tooth. Money all on they books, make sure that my people cool. Paranoid and I'm stuck overthinking my every move. Young king up on my throne.
Alright boys, so we've got it pretty much finished up. The only thing left to do here for the actual headlight line is throw some primer on it. Also got to wait for this glazing stuff to dry up. It feels like all the little baby imperfections and holes. So once that gets finished drying, I'll sand it down with a high grit paper. Fitment looks pretty good. Once this is actually, the fender will be pushed in a little more as well. And so this piece of the headlight housing will be on the outside. It's a lot better than what it was. had a fatty gap. This side actually fits pretty perfect. There's a baby gap here, but other than that, I'm going to leave this side alone. No point in me putting in extra work on that side for it to look just a tad bit better. Because that's, I mean, the other side over there is going to look about the same. I'm going to take some Bondo and fill in this gap here. And under here, we might take some Bondo, but nothing crazy. Same thing on this side. I need to fix all these cracks and shit too with some Bondo, but they sanded this down. I don't know why. It fits a little different on each car. Like if I was to take this off, and after I get all the Bondo and everything done, and I wanted to try and go fit it on a hatch, it probably would not fit correctly. It wouldn't fit nowhere near as good as it's fitting on here, because they're two different cars. Even if I try to throw it on another coupe, it probably wouldn't fit the best. That's what you get whenever you're working with these aftermarket fiberglass bullshit fucking body kits. Alright, boys. So we're just about done with this front end body work. Done everything for these gaps, and as you can see, they're looking pretty compared to what they did look like. So we've got these gaps just about finished up. We've got a glazing putty. So what it does is it fills in all those baby little holes that the filler primer won't get. Now, right now what I'm doing is this. I'm just trying to make these even, so I'm adding some Bondo to this. Because on this side, it still sticks out, and I don't really want to add Bondo to this door. But I mean, I will if I've got to. So what I was thinking is I'm just going to try and sand this fender down until it's nice and smooth. And just leave it and see how it looks after I get everything primered up. I probably won't end up touching this side. I'll just leave it the way it is. Hey boys, I didn't end up getting as far as I wanted to tonight, but these tops are done. Just gotta, like I said in the last part, gotta do a little more sanding to get those nice and smooth. This side's finished up. Looking pretty darn sharp if you do ask me. Almost like, you know, no gap. There's a gap, of course, but I'm not super worried about those. Everything still opens and functions exactly like it should. On this side, I really wanted to have all the front end Bondo done tonight except for the bumper, but I did end up starting Bondo right here. I was debating on whether if I wanted to or not, but the other side came out so good that I definitely wanted to just hit some Bondo here. So definitely got to touch everything up in the morning, but it's not looking horrible, but it's a work in progress, this part is. So we're just about ready for primer. All I've got to do is tape all the windows up and finish sanding a couple of areas, because I wanted to re-primer pretty much the whole car, like the trunk and everything like that, because it's been neglected. This primer has been super neglected, but check out what happened to me. I was just about to finish everything up. My freaking DA sander decided to just give out on me. The whole thing just fell off the front. So I went and snagged one at Harbor Freight for freaking $19 because I only needed to finish up this door and sand down, you know, finish sanding down this and the trunk, and then be good to go. But I didn't want to spend a whole lot. Like, I could have went out and got a DeWalt for $70-$80, but saw that they had this one on sale for $20. So I did a bunch of work without filming, and I've primered up parts of the car. Some of it's primered, but we've ran through all 3 cans of the filler primer that I had. So I made a collective decision on my own to go ahead and run out and grab myself a spray gun. So that way it'll be a lot quicker and smoother on primering the rest of the car, because I have a lot of the car to primer. As you can see, I've got the roof, like pretty much the whole car is getting re-primered. Since I got home, there's a couple of spots that I knew that after I primered I was going to have to fill in with the spot putty, because they're just like baby nicks and holes. But yeah, I got the medium quality one from Harbor Freight, and I got some primer from one of my local primer from one of my local parts stores. So I'm going to get everything mixed up, get the spray gun ready, and sand this stuff back down once it dries, and get started. Yeah, so right now I'm going to mix up my primer real quick. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 2. Make sure that's mixed up nice and good.
DJ, you know he ain't finna play with him.
Right there. Yeah. Say Uchi Wally, these bitches calling out bang bang. These niggas talking, but they all be on the same thing. I'm with the same gang, I've been trying to change lanes. Steady by my dollar, cause everybody act way lame. They trying to play the same game, and I'm on something different. Flow so damn exquisite, aquarium, how I'm swimming, yeah. You know I be on my own wave and talking about my money, nigga, worry about your own pay. Pay attention to the red flags, nigga, Olay. They said they bringin' more cake, so I just tell them okay. I'm tryna get more pay, we doing shit the dough way. If you ain't about it, then just keep that shit in your lane.
Basketball shoes, but I couldn't afford it.
So I was having some technical difficulties with my spray gun. It's my first time using it, so I had to make a call. They didn't answer, so I ended up figuring it out on my own. Car is completely primered up. I'm going to sand everything down tomorrow, make it all nice and smooth, and see how it's looking, because right now it looks like, you know, it wasn't sprayed super even, because it wasn't sprayed super even. Like up here, let me get into a good area. Like there, you can see on top of the roof, you can see. But after I get it sanded down, I'm hoping it won't look so bad. And even if it does, I've still got some primer, and I can always go pick up another can of this stuff tomorrow. Because I'm going to need, if I end up having to respray some of the car, or even all of the car, I'm going to definitely need another can, because I've got to do this bumper still. After I Bondo up the bumper and get it put on there. I'll probably actually end up spraying the bumper off the car. But yeah, the Harbor Freight spray gun doesn't do too bad once you figure out how to use the damn thing. Well, guys, the car's all primered up. The only thing that I think I'm going to do now is just sand everything down so it's nice and smooth. So as you can see on the trunk, we got the lines to pretty much go away. It needs a little bit more sanding. I'll probably do another coat around the whole car, but I'm going to have to go get some more primer in order to do that. But it turned out pretty okay. Like, it's obviously splotchy because I haven't sanded yet. And there were some spots I had to redo and fill in with some spot putty, because after I primered, I could see that there was some nice gaps. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be on the lookout. I should have a video of tuning coming up here soon, where we'll be finishing the tune. I'll actually be able to finally rip on this car. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.